Hello people. So this game mode that I'm building is kind of similar to another video game called the Stanley Parable. You know, it's gonna have multiple endings, fully voiced. I'm gonna be the person who voices it. As of now, there's not a whole lot built to it. It's just a couple of loading spawn boxes and a button to start the game, which I'll send you to the cutscene, which I kind of have a script for. Since the Stanley Parable is a single player game, I think I'll try and stick with that. Like, there's another game mode out there that's multiple endings. It's like 4, it's like Tomb Adventure or something. You know, but that's solely single player because the game mode is like impossible to reset. You have to like leave the game and then, or like stop the server and then restart the server or reload the build for it to work again. But with mine, I want there to be replayability, you know, so you don't have to leave or you don't have to like clear the map or anything, you know, restart the game mode to enjoy it, the other endings. Alright, so now we can start. And then load the bricks. Okay, so this is like, it's like when you spawn in, like when you first spawn, you'll be in this button, you'll be in this room. So you have this button to start, which doesn't do anything yet, it just makes a sound and does that. But then I have another button here, which isn't really an ending, but it's just a silly thing that if when you press it, it says there's text on the bottom. You know, like I'd say that you press the other button and then you're supposed to press the other button, but you can still press this one again. And I say, don't bother trying to click the button over and over until you die. It won't happen. Push the correct button. Yeah, and then that's it. So you can press it as many times as you want, but nothing will happen because of clever events. And so, like, the button, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but the button is sending sub-events to a brick. This brick, you know, it does a lot of checks. So if there's dialogue, no, it's 0 and 1. So like I have a dialogue check, so when dialogue is playing, you know, then things won't play over it. You know, so if there's dialogue playing, the next dialogue line will be skipped. You know, or you'll be restricted from moving into the next room until dialogue is complete, something like that. And so it also checks your kill button progress. If it's 1, then it goes to event line 9, which is the second line of dialogue. It's kind of confusing, but it works, you know. So let's go back in here, reset everything. Let's see what button we get. Oh, yeah, we got that one. Yeah, I also have a randomizer. It sets a dice number 1 through 6. So like if it's 1 through 4, then I think you get the normal button. But if it's 5 or 6, then you get the bad one. Enough of showing this. After the player pushes the correct button, they get sent to a holding room, which enables a camera, a static camera, that shows a kind of stop motion-y cutscene, you know, using print bricks. And then from there, they get teleported into this lobby type room. Question is, how big and what kind of style do I want this room to be? And where do I want the entrance? Do I want you to walk down? Like have the entrance down here, or should I have the entrance this way? I'll probably put the entrance that way. Yeah, I think I'll do 8 times wide walls. So the entrance of the maze will be here. I think we'll go bigger then. Let's do 12. I'll do 10. So then let's go and build the walls. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do. Oh no, actually it'll be 5 and 3 for the maze walls. Actually, why am I using those? Don't I have 16s? I think I do. I do. I'll just use those for the walls. That'll be easier. I don't think that'll work. No, it won't. Well, 1, because I'm not lined up here. So I think that's 15 and 15. Which I also have. Actually, create a duplicate of that, because I wanna do a floor, so I wanna put plate. Just raise the ceiling a bit. That's what I wanna do. I want to literally raise the roof. It's funny. So I'm gonna have to include the set of where these bricks come from, and then I can delete that. So then through here will be the start of the maze, and now I can use this spot to fill in with floor. Question is, what kind of floor do I want to do? I was thinking a wood floor, but I don't have enough browns for that. I'm using the default set. And I'll just have to do a print brick thing. It'll be like so cliche though. Actually, let's do big tiles. Kind of looks like a dino now. Not really feeling it. I don't like it. I told you, I said it was gonna feel cliche. I guess just fill it with normal bricks then. Brown bricks, I guess. Let's put a thing here. Alright, so we got a bug. And then just fill it with these base plates. If I can. I may have to squeeze things in. So we'll just put that along. Okay. So here's our spawn room. And then I guess this is where the maze floor starts. Let's change environment as well. I don't mind using, the default things, because they're gonna get modified anyways. But I also don't want to use like a custom one. guess I'll use this one. Alright, so roof. Actually use the 4/16s. No, I think that'll be too much roof. Too much exposed roof. I want like a sloped roof. It's a lot quieter with the laptop off now. Alright, so this is what the roof will look like. Now, do I go straight up on like the left and the right sides? Or do I go up on all sides? Probably only get this lobby done tonight. I was hoping to get the little lobby done and possibly start some of the infinite maze, because that's the name of the game mode. Take a Blockhead's Adventure, Maze Adventure, Infinite Maze Adventure. I don't even know. Blockhead's Maze Adventure. Yeah, here, I can show you the narration and what I got so far. Blockhead Maze Adventure, choose your own story game mode. So like here's the kill yourself dialogue. And then here's the cutscene, black cover. Adventure and an infinite maze server, da 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 da. And then I got quips that you can say that I'll say each time you enter the room. It's much like the Stanley Parable. You know, like it was originally like the Blockhead Parable, but I was like, that's so like cliche. The name's already been used, so I switched it. I found that this title was better. So it's also a matter of what do I want to do on the inside, because it's gonna look weird with a black roof and then this. I could try inverted bricks on the inside and just paint them black and see how that works. Yeah, so that's gonna be the height of the maze. Yeah, delete hammer and I'll get back to it. I'll figure it out. Thought about adding like a sunroof to this, like so light can get in, but I don't know. Oh, I might change the design. Yeah, I'm gonna build this up a bit more. I want to build it. I don't want to build it too high. I may build it up one more. Yeah, so this will be the height. So I'll have to figure out how to do the same slanted roof inside using inverted. Alright, so that's the roof. I could do like an open roof, but I don't know. You know, for one thing, I don't want players to see that there's, like, 'cause the maze is gonna be like this kind of infinite kind of maze. It's not gonna be like go in and then there's already paths set up. The paths are randomly chosen for you, you know, as you enter zones and such. Yeah, so like I'm probably just gonna build a big building and do everything that way. Let's figure out exactly how this is gonna look in here. Probably something like this. I built that one too high. Actually, no, that helps. Yeah, that'll be helpful. Yeah, because I'm using a plate on top of the roof. So this isn't going to line up with the outside. It's looking pretty good so far. A little dark, but I can fix that. Hey, welcome to the stream, Ash. What, got bored of your stream? Came to watch mine? Watch me build my game mode. What game mode is this? Oh, you missed that part. Hold on. It's choose your own story type game mode. Blockhead Maze Adventure. Kinda like the Stanley Parable, but different name, different storyline, I guess. The story is that I'm hosting this infinite maze, this fake, infinitely like generated maze type server. And this made up fictional character, I blocked it with the idea of 6ix9ine, so whatever that would be. I guess that would be considered LAN, but not LAN. You play the role of this blockhead who joins the server and, you know, plays through the maze. You know, it's fully voiced. You know, I gotta get endings for it. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about it at this point because it's still in its like pre-dev phase, which is where we are now. If you want, I can help you code such voice it. Most of the code, like I guess events in this case, are done with VCE. I think you would know what VCE is. That's how it checks the story progress when you like enter a zone. That's how I do a story progression with zones. I don't even bother with events because they're slow lol. I mostly use zone bricks and code. Yeah, I'm using zone bricks too, but like I would use, I don't know, probably use, you know, like a wall kind of thing that when you walk through it, it triggers events. You actually missed quite a lot when I was talking about how the events work. But yeah, if you want to help voice, I can figure out how to work your voice into the game, because mostly it's going to be me who voices it. But yeah. Yeah, so what you missed, well, I discussed the properties of the buttons in here. Right now it's just this button that has stuff that goes for it. So the real events don't happen on this brick. You know, it you know, has bricks for it to make sounds and do motions. But the real events are in this brick here. You know, so it checks dialogue if no dialogue is playing, which is the 0, and then it goes to checks the progress, which is 3 and 4, which is these two here, which shows the first line of dialogue, and then if you press it again, it sets your kill button progress at 2, kill button progress at 1, So then the next time you press it, it checks if your progress is 1, then it does the next line of dialogue, and then sets it to 2, so that if you press the button again, nothing else happens. So I can demonstrate the button again. You push it, there's text at the bottom, print on the bottom text there. Suggest that you turn on and click the L button to begin the game, which you're supposed to do. It doesn't do anything now, I haven't coded that part yet. But with the second line of dialogue, now my progress is 1. So if I click the button again, it says don't bother trying to click the button over and over until you die, it won't happen. Push the correct button on the opposite side of the begin game, blah 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 blah. You know, so now if I press the button, nothing else happens. So let's reset the values. So I'll get teleported back in here. So now I can push the button again, and now it's back to the beginning. So when that second line pops up, I'll push the button again. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. I see what just happened there. It activated the second line. The don't bother pushing the button get over and over. So, now I'll figure it out later. Right now I want to get to building because I got about an hour left. Close to an hour left, so I want to finish building. Or at least start building the maze portion. Another reason I don't like events is because they do take a long time to make. Where with code, that could be like 10 lines or so. Well, I'll have you know I don't know how to code, so all I know how to do is VCE events. You know, what I like about VCE events is that you can code your own VCE, your own values to the equation. So, you know, that's why I have dialogue and story progresses, you know, dialogue and kill button progress on the player client. I don't think I need your silly code. Yeah, I really think my way is gonna work. So actually I think this should be the first turn, because when you walk through here, you'll get teleported, I guess, to an identical hallway. This is the part that's going to be immensely confusing, because the hallways are like pieces of a puzzle. You know, like the game chooses, well, I guess it's randomized on which piece you get each time you enter a zone. I tried doing this a while ago, but I never actually could figure out how to do it correctly. So there'll be a zone here, which will trigger a randomizer that'll choose a random piece. A random piece that I guess transports you to this same I'm just gonna sit on this for a minute. So this is what the maze will look like, and when you turn this corner, you won't be in this hallway anymore. You'll be in a different hallway, but it'll look like the same hallway. north. Nope. It's either east or west. We're going from north to east, so let's try that. Face through a wall. That works. So it's west then. Well, that's not bad. So then this hallway will be complete. The idea is there, but I don't know what to do with the maze exactly. You know? Like, I don't want it to be too difficult. Should probably just make this like a Super Mario thing. You know, if you choose the wrong door, you get teleported back to the beginning. You know, to the beginning, and then you're... Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, I'm just gonna trash this design. It works, but... I'll probably work on this tomorrow and think of something. So like this is the entire game right here basically. Chances are it'll be several floors of things. But the majority of the maze will be the first floor and then something on the other floor. That's one reason why I didn't want to put windows in here. Because then some people may look, like if you look, like, because if this is going to be just a giant building, you know, then you, I guess if I play the angles right, you won't be able to see it. But I don't know. This is my attempt at lights. Too bright. Actually, right, my zoom key is different. I changed my zoom key. Where is it? Zoom. There it is. Okay. Let's see how this works. It might become too bright in here. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Alright, hold on. I bought new songs. I don't think I need these lights here. Yeah, that's not bad. 4 lights light up pretty good. New for 2019. I bought this. Yeah, I'll even loop it for you too. Where's the plug-in glass? Wow, this dude just got muted. don't know how well I'll be able to pick that up. It's kind of small. I mean, I guess I could make it bigger. Oh boy. Play it again, John Denver. Oh, okay. There's another new song that I bought. I'll play that one instead. Play some Third Eye Blind instead. Apparently I really liked Third Eye Blind when I was a kid. Never heard of them. Huh. Interesting. Lines of dialogue is commenting on the design of the lobby. I'll have like little planters. I mean, I could try default pine tree, but I don't think it'll fit. I guess I could do that. Yeah, that's not bad. Some default pine trees. Some bushes. And then flowers. Nice. And then something in here. We'll just do the default way of making flowers. Nah, I don't like it. Alright, so here's our finished lobby. Not bad. And then into the maze building. Yeah, so I did pretty good with my build there. I wish I got a bit more done, but what are you gonna do? Well, I wasn't really expecting it to get a whole lot done in 2 hours. The stream's over. You can go home now.